Du Yang from Xinhua. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, please, go ahead.
晚上好，我是新华社记者杜阳。在联合国中文日很高兴能在联合国中文日用中文向世卫在刚才的答记者问，谭德赛总干事特别强调了数字后的每一个家庭。我的问题是，在这次抗击疫情的过程当中，有没有哪些人或者哪些事让谭德赛总干事觉得特别感动的？谢谢。Thank you.
Thank you. The question was for Dr. Tedros, if he have any stories.
No, I was saying when, you know, okay, 100,000 people died or 200,000 people died. What I was saying was, let's not focus on the numbers. When you say 100,000, for many people, it could be just figures, numbers, and it may not mean anything. But what I am saying is, let's believe that behind those 100,000, there are 100,000 people, faces, the mother of somebody, the father of somebody, the daughter of somebody, and the son of somebody, or the grandfather of someone. These are real people. Let's not trash them into numbers. And the reason I feel this way is, I said it earlier, I know war. I know how people suffer. And from that war, when a loved one loses its life and how the family feels, I know poverty. And I know people who died of poverty, and I know how their family or loved ones feel about that. I know disease that could be prevented, that killed people. And I know how the family feels. When we think about death or disease, I was saying let's bring into account that these are real people. And that's what we're losing, real people who could be saved, but who might be dying because of our own weaknesses of our society. And I mentioned one or two. And I said it many times, I will repeat again. This virus is dangerous. It exploits cracks between us. When we have differences, there are cracks. The virus exploits those cracks. Take as an example, ideology, or in one country, it could be the differences along party lines. It exploits that. That's why I said we need national unity. And whoever has whatever ideology, whether that person is from left or right or center, they should work together to fight this virus, to save these real people. If we don't do that, this virus will stay longer with us to kill more people, and we will lose more precious lives. So when I think about the losses of life, it reminds me of my own experience. These are real people dying, and I'm just warning people who may think that these are numbers. They're not numbers. These are people. And the other point is, when there is national unity, the global solidarity could also work. I have spoken to many leaders from many countries, from the incumbent or the opposition, and one message to all of them: please work together. Don't use this virus as an opportunity to fight against each other or score political punches. It's dangerous. It's like playing with fire. Please work together. We need national unity. We're seeing the tragedy. And we need global solidarity that's based on honest and genuine national unity. I will say it again and again because it's true. It's the political problem that may fuel further this pandemic. People say this is political, and Tedros, you're a technical organization, don't say it. But if it's fueling the pandemic, and that's the very reason, why wouldn't I say it? At the end of the day, we should know the root cause of the problem and try to address that. It's fueling it. The cracks between people, between parties, is fueling it, and it's true. And that's the reason. And you said being emotional, what made me emotional? Because I know death, I know war, I know poverty. I know how people really are influenced by all this. Maybe for people who don't know this, maybe they're lucky, they may not understand it. Maybe they had an easy ride in life, so they don't understand what this means. Maybe they don't understand what poverty means. Maybe they don't understand what war means. That's why I'm being emotional. I know the tragedy that comes from disease, from pandemics, from war, from hate. You call it from poverty. And I resist to keep quiet and not say what I see is wrong. That's why. So that's why I'm saying I'm bringing my own experience. It's not because others don't know it, but it's very important to remind each other.
Thank you very much. Maria, you wanted something?
No, I think that the question about, what has moved us, I think the DG has said very eloquently, what moves us, speaking from his heart. I think from my side, one of the things that's moved me the most are the videos of the healthcare workers who have not been able to see their children or not be able to hug their children. And there's so many videos of this online now. And there was one in particular of a man coming home from work, and his son ran up to him and he put his hands up, and it just got me. But we just, we thank our frontline workers, not just health workers, but everybody who's on the front line who are putting themselves out there, and just very grateful. But those are the types of stories that I think get me the most.